In the last few weeks of pregnancy, any change in your body will have you wondering, am I in labor? It can be overwhelming, all-consuming, and totally frustrating. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a childbirth educator, a doula, a mama of two, and I am passionate about helping other moms become empowered and educated to have a fearless birth. I have to make a disclaimer that I am not a healthcare professional, and this information is not meant to be replacing medical advice. Please work with a doctor or midwife throughout your entire pregnancy and birth. Okay, so early labor. I think the best place to start with this video is to briefly go over the signs that labor could be starting soon. Please note that I say labor is starting soon, not labor is starting right now. I'm not going to get into much detail as I want to focus more on early labor than the signs of labor, and that I'll be posting a video on the signs of labor soon. It's good to note, for some women in some labor experiences, these symptoms could be the early onset of labor. For some other women, these could happen in the weeks or days leading up to the birth of your baby. The best thing to have when waiting for labor to begin is a solid mindset of peace, relaxation, and safety. Okay, so now for the signs that early labor may be starting, or if you're feeling these, this could mean that labor is happening. These include the loss of your mucus plug, increased bowel movements, having an excellent sleep the night before, or this nesting instinct. So any of those things that you may be experiencing could mean that labor could be happening soon, or that labor could be happening in the next few days or weeks. However, there are some symptoms that do mean labor is happening within the next 24 to 72 hours. That includes the breaking of your waters when you have either a leak or a gush of water that is your amniotic fluid. And then the other one is contractions that are growing in intensity and frequency. Those are really the only two signs that labor is actually happening right now, whereas the ones listed before could mean that labor is coming in the next couple hours or next few days or even the next couple of weeks. So let's say that you are experiencing a few of these early labor signs and now you have some contractions picking up and you're noticing, ooh, I've got some cramping going on. If you're interested in learning what contractions feel like, feel free to tap on this video where I go over what some women describe contractions feeling like. So you might be feeling contractions and they might be growing a little bit and might be stopping you in your tracks. Most likely, if that is the case, you are in early labor. Yay, mama, you made it. So in early labor, what's happening is you're going to see contractions that are really useful. They're going to start to open your cervix or dilate your cervix from 0 to about 4 centimeters, and you're going to see 80% of thinning of your cervix or effacement. Usually early labor is the longest stage of labor, especially for first babies, but this can be super daunting. Don't worry, it's also typically pretty mild, like period like cramping. It's definitely not something that will be overwhelming or really, really difficult. Another thing to note is that early labor is not like it shows in the movies. It is not 0 to 100 real fast, although for some women that can be their experience, especially with subsequent babies. It does gradually build. You will notice a little bit of back pain, maybe some lower belly and back cramping, and then these contractions pick up and get closer together. But for the most part, when we talk hours and hours of this, it is really just like, oh, that's uncomfortable, or am I in labor? So it won't be until looking back that you realize, yeah, that was early labor for sure. Early labor can be elongated by fetal positioning if it's not optimal. Some other things is you might experience irregular contractions that are irregular in both frequency, the length of the contraction, and the intensity. So in early labor, you might have contractions that are all over the place. You might have a 25-second contraction 7 minutes ago, and then another one in 10 minutes, and then another one in 2 minutes. And that's really just your body trying to figure out what it's doing. That's a big part of early labor. So the best things to do in early labor. First, it's super exciting. You're gonna meet your baby soon. But in that excitement, it's also really good to not exhaust yourself. Early labor is the time to rest, relax, hydrate, take a bath, and sleep as much as you can. This is also a really good time to practice your breathing or practice your visualization and relaxation methods if that's something that you prepared for before labor. This is also a really great time to make sure that those bags are packed. If you're going to the hospital, make sure yours, dad's, and baby's bags are all packed. And if you're having a home birth, this is a great time to make sure that you have everything you need for a home birth. That means too, if you need to call someone to go pick up some extra Chucks pads, or if you need someone to go pick up an extra shower curtain for your bed, whatever it may be, now would be the time. This is also a really great time to let your doula know that maybe there's some things going on and that you might need her in the next couple of hours. And if your partner is at work, it's a really good time to maybe shoot them a text or give them a call and just let them know, I think things are going on. If all of a sudden contractions change and there's one that's like, ooh, that one was a little bit different, I encourage you to only then time 4 to 5 contractions. This is also a great time to practice affirmations. Whatever it is that you worked on that was to help you get through labor, this is the time to do that. This is also the time to just live in the last moments of being pregnant, of having that baby in your womb and not on the outside. I also encourage you, take that last bump photo, do the last reel, whatever it is that you plan on doing. Now is the time, and definitely make sure you rest. You got this, mama. Next video, we're gonna talk about active labor. So tune in. Thank you so much for watching this video and hanging out with me for a few minutes. If you know of a pregnant mama or you have some friends who would love to hear this content, please share this video with them. And make sure that if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and make sure to hit that little bell to get notified of any new videos that come out on my channel. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bye!